Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Alyssa Jean's Reviews. My name, if you didn't already know, is Alyssa, and this is my monthly HRT update. This is for March 2022. This will mark a little bit more than 19 months on HRT for me, so a little more than a year and a half, but a little bit more ways to go before I get to the 2-year mark. So I do these videos monthly. Usually I combine my HRT updates with another topic related to my transition or my life experience or trans issues in general or whatever. But this month I did 2 separate videos. So last week I dropped my video for 5 trans influences, 5 people in the media, whether they be fictional characters or real life people, who had an influence or impact or inspiration on me during my transition. So you can check that video out. There will be a link to it at the end of this video. So in this video, I'm just going to give you an update on my HRT. If you have been following my channel, you might know the saga of my estradiol and my quest to have breasts or larger breasts than what I have currently. So I last had my estradiol levels measured in December with my labs, my blood drawn, whatever. And then I was put on sub C, which is having weekly injections, self-administered injections of estradiol. And it's not that bad. Doesn't really hurt. You put it in your stomach where there's like a lot of fat, and it doesn't really hurt at all. So I've been doing that since December, and then today, actually a couple days ago, I went to get my labs again to see where my estradiol level was at. Also, my testosterone level was measured as well. And it's looking pretty good. So in December, my estradiol level came in at 107, and don't ask me to explain what that number means because I don't really know. I just know what the normal range is, around 200. But I was at 107, and I had been hovering around 90 to 100 for like 6 months, so it was low. So that's why I switched to injections to kind of get that up. And so this month, with my recent labs, I'm up to now 198, so almost doubled in the last 3 months. And now 198 is more where I should be. My doctor said now that's more than normal estrogen level for where I should be at this point. So that's good. That's good news. Now, as for my quest for breast, that sounds really silly. I had mentioned last month there definitely has been some growth happening. There's been things happening. I feel like in the last month or so, though, it's kind of stalled. So my doctor, when I talked to him in December, he said, wait till the summer and see how it is. If it's not satisfactory by then it may not ever be. So I should maybe start planning for surgery if I want it. So I'll give it another 3 months and see what happens. I definitely still will wake up sometimes and feel the growing pains in that area. So it's still happening. So we'll see what happens there. The other thing I wanted to talk about with my testing was my labs, my blood draw, was that my testosterone level is actually low. So I'm on estradiol by injection, obviously, and also progesterone, and also spironolactone, which is testosterone blockers, which is pretty common for trans women to take spironolactone. And I'm on what seems to me to be a pretty low dose. I'm only 50 milligrams a day, 2 25 milligram tablets. in a day, and because I've known people who are like on twice that. So I'm not on a high dose of it, but my testosterone is actually lower than it should be, and my doctor said that we should make an appointment to talk about maybe lowering my dosage, which I'm totally fine with. He seemed to think the estradiol injections themselves might be helping lower my testosterone, and I must have a naturally low testosterone level to begin with, because I know I definitely have talked to people who take 100 milligrams in a day, and I only take 50, and that's apparently too much. And just to be clear, testosterone can be low in women. It's not like a woman's testosterone level should be 0. It's just that it's significantly less than men. My ex-wife actually was taking testosterone supplements for a little while because her testosterone levels were too low, and was causing a lack of energy in her. So the testosterone helped to give her more energy, to get her more at the normal level. So it's not like it should be 0. It just should be lower than what it would be in men. But it can actually be too low in women, cis and trans. So they're going to probably lower my spirulactone dose, which I'm totally fine with. I'm not too concerned about that. It's less to do with my transition. I think more to do just with my general health. So that's where I'm at with all of that. As I said, I'll wait another 3 months or so and see what's happening in this area. And see if I would just start going down the road for surgery. If you've watched my channel before, you might know it's not this thing I'm super excited about. Although I will also add that for the first time I've started entertaining the idea of bottom surgery. It's something I've said before, had no interest in, but I also left open the door that I could change my mind at some point. And I think, to me, the most important things for my dysphoria, for helping to calm my dysphoria, has been my chest area, and also I want to have really long, pretty, beautiful hair, and that's coming along as well, and I just dyed it recently, and I love that. So that's actually very little to do with my HRT. That's just growing out my hair. That's completely different, but it's still something that I've been dysphoric about in the past. So those are my two big things. And then once I get to where I want that, or at least have a plan, like if I can't get my chest area where I want it to be on hormones alone, and I do go for surgery, then at least I'm heading down that road. Then I might start thinking about whether I really want surgery in other areas. I'm very surgery adverse. I think I've mentioned this before. If I don't really, really, really want it more than anything in the world, then I'm probably not going to do it. Well, I'm definitely not going to do it. So I would have to get to that point when it comes to other surgeries. And I may still, I don't know. I've actually started entertaining the idea really for the first time in the last month or two. But I'm definitely still not at the point where I desperately, desperately want it. So, I don't know. I think, number 1 is breasts, number 2 is hair, and then the rest will fall into place. Okay, so that is where I'm at. This will probably be a shorter video than what I normally do, because I'm not talking about anything else but my HRT update. But once again, please do check out the video I did about my 5 top trans influences, and check out everything else on my channel. I cover nerdy stuff such as Star Trek and Star Wars, but if you're not into that, I also do monthly Nostalgia Lane videos where I talk about a movie from my childhood or from my youth that I haven't seen in a long time, and I rewatch it and do a review for it, and that's a lot of fun. So please subscribe, and I'll be back next month for another HRT update and maybe another topic related to transitioning and my transition and my life and all of that sort of thing. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you very soon.